And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with a brand new video. It's your boy, it's your host. You know the rest. You know the rest. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning back in. If you're a brand new subscriber, welcome to the humble abode of FootySessions, man. It's been a while since I've been gone, and a lot has been happening at Chelsea Football Club within a space of a week. Dude, can't we have a normal day at Chelsea Football Club, guys? Can't we have a normal day? Like, that's all I'm asking. A normal day where it's just football and everything is normal. Can't we have a normal day at Chelsea Football Club, man? But I'm actually gonna jump into what's been happening, and I'm also gonna talk about I'm also gonna jump into the Chelsea review of Norwich versus Chelsea and how it actually went. But before I jump into the video, please make sure that you subscribe. Please make sure that you engage with me in the comment section there. Please make sure that you like the video. Please make sure that you share the video, man. But let me jump into the video. It's a Norwich versus Chelsea. It's a Norwich versus Chelsea review. Like, the way we approached this game, man, it was like, for me, it was so sentiment. It was so, I know, like, each and every time you have that adrenaline of watching Chelsea, you have that thing of actually watching Chelsea, that they win and all those. You have that thing for the club. You have that kind of sentiment. But yesterday it was different. It was different because of the news that actually came in yesterday, right? I thought like the players were gonna be disturbed. They were gonna play a pub game. I thought, like, I wouldn't have even blamed them if they were like pub. Like, seriously, they didn't even feel the game. I wouldn't have blamed them, because you have your sponsors actually pulling out right now. But let me jump into the game, man. Let me jump into the game. I'll actually talk about it later on during the video. It was a very, 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 very sentiment game. As I said, it was a very, very sentiment game, and we went there and got about 3 points with 3 goals. Went there and got our school 3 points with 3 goals. And the way I saw the game, man, it was more of, let's be direct, let's be concise. Let's not complicate things. Let's not overthink this game. It's Norwich. We're playing at Carrow Road. Let's go and get the 3 points, as I said. We went with the 3-4-3, I think. We went with the 3-4-3. With Mendy being the goalkeeper. I'm jumping into the lineup, and I'll also talk about individual performances. We went with the 3-4-3 with Mendy being our goalkeeper, and right centre back, it was Christensen. Christensen was playing right centre back. It's unusual, but like, he played. We had Thiago Silva playing the centre back role. Left centre back, we had Nathan Chalobah, and then left wing back we had Saul. Saul actually put in a shift in terms of attacking, but let me jump into the players who were actually playing. We had 2 pivots. It was Kovacic with who played Jorginho, and then we had right wing back Aspilicueta, and then front 3 we had Mason Mount playing on the right, and then on the left we had up top we had Kai, and then left, who was playing on the left, we had Werner. Werner was actually starting the game. So okay, it was a very clean game for me. It was a very, very clean game for me until that lapse of concentration. I think 20 minutes into the second half, it was very shaky. It was very, very shaky. I felt like Norwich was gonna get an equalizer because of after that penalty. I think I felt like Brookie was gonna equalize or something. I felt like Norwich was gonna get an equalizer or something. But talking about individual performances, man, Chalobah played nice. Was very composed, but Chalobah can be very, very, very clumsy. He can be very, very clumsy. And clumsy in a way to actually cost us games. He can be very, very clumsy. He's very, like, I don't know, sometimes he gets to overthink his play. Chalobah gets to overthink what he wants to do. Chalobah gets to overthink sometimes. And then we had Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva Rolls Royce, composed, compact, and he always knows the order of the day, man. He always knows the order of the day. And then we had who did we have? We had Christensen as well, very composed and didn't put a foot wrong. And then we had Saul in terms of attacking, making sure that the crosses were in. He was very, very good. He was very good. But I didn't see much of him in terms of defending. Actually, like let me put it like this: our overloads, which were Espilicueta and Saul, in terms of defending, they were not like doing anything. They were not doing anything. As I said, like the first 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes of the second half into the second half, we looked very, very clumsy, and our overloads were being vulnerable. Were so vulnerable. They were so vulnerable. They were not coming back to actually help us defend and all of those kind of things. But as I said, man, there wasn't a lot of defending to do yesterday. But we had Kova and Jorginho. Jorginho and Kova, man, they actually put in a shift. They also knew the order of the day. I'm not gonna go into like very, very detail because I want to jump into what's been happening with Chelsea recently. And then you had your who's this guy, Mount and Kai. They actually put in like a very good shift in terms of their link-up play, in terms of making sure that the balls are actually in the box. They actually did good. But you had your Werner. Werner was just a passenger, man. I don't know what's happening with Werner's head. I don't know what's happening with him. And a lot of people are actually saying, oh, good, Werner used to play left wing back. Where? I really don't understand your chat about Werner being played out of position. Werner has played all these three positions that you can ever think of in the attack. He's played striker, he's played false nine, he's played right wing, left wing. What else? And he still can't score. He still can't have decent games where we're like, okay, he doesn't actually lack anything. He had a very, very good game with goals. We can't say that even still today. But man, let me jump into what's been happening with Chelsea. Chelsea right now is actually ceased from Roman Abramovich, right? Chelsea ceased from Roman Abramovich. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, but Chelsea ceased from Roman Abramovich, and it's a thing of. But let me jump into the article that I actually saw on Twitter, a Twitter post, right, from Steven Swinford. Breaking up, Roman Abramovich has been sanctioned by the government, and his assets, including Chelsea Football Club, have been frozen. Chelsea have been given a special license to continue with football-related activities, but the sale effectively bars the sale of the club. Abramovich is one of the 7 high-profile oligarchs who have been sanctioned by the government. The others include Oleg, the owner of EN Plus Group, and Igor Session, the chairman of Rosneft. Sanctioning Chelsea Football Club effectively places it in limbo. A special license from the Treasury means that football-related activities such as tonight's game against Norwich can go ahead. But Abramovich cannot sell the club. The government would need to give special dispensation for the sale of the club, and no money would go to Abramovich, either directly or indirectly. He will not get a penny from the sale of the club, likely to be a protracted process. Official sanction list for Roman Abramovich. Close personal relationship with Putin for decades involving preferential treatment, financial benefits including tax breaks for his companies buying and selling shares at favorable rates, and contracts in running up to World Cup. Breaking license for continued operation of Chelsea is very narrow. Only existing ticket holders can attend fixtures. Club can pay players, staff pay for travel to and from games, pay director fees, cover cost of security, catering, and stewarding, but that's it. So, yeah, I'm gonna end there. And I'm gonna tell you how this is actually affecting us, right? So this actually simply means that we can't get any transfers. And this actually means as a whole that Chelsea is owned by the government right now. Chelsea is owned by the government, and apparently, I think I saw an article somewhere where it says that the government will actually sell Chelsea if Roman actually gives them a permission. If is it permission or something? I'm not sure. But if Roman gives the government's, I don't know if it's go ahead or something. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on anything. But if they get permission from Roman, that's when they'll actually sell. What does the government actually know about selling clubs? What does the government actually know about football? That's when Chelsea will actually be sold. Other than that, Chelsea will be auctioned to the highest bidder. But in terms of contracts, players can't actually sign contracts. You can't even get players in at Chelsea right now. You can't get players at Chelsea right now. It's not allowed. And fans are not allowed to actually watch games anymore. I think after the Middlesbrough game, that's when fans won't be allowed. The only fans that will be allowed is like Chelsea season ticket holders. Those will be the ones that will be allowed to actually watch Chelsea games. And I'm sure ticket holders are like 10 people, doc. Come on, man. And apparently the 3 sponsorship has actually pulled out from Chelsea. The 3 sponsorship has actually pulled out, and they will be temporarily pulling out. I'm not sure until when, but hey, dude. And Chelsea can't actually sell T-shirts anymore. You can't get money into Chelsea right now. Chelsea can't get any money. And I'm not sure what Boris is trying to do with these sanctions, because you actually destroying people's jobs. You're actually closing the mega store. That's what you're trying to do right now. You're actually stopping people from getting food on their table. So we can't get transfers. Your Rudiger, Espilicueta, and Christensen are gone. Forcefully so, they are gone. They don't have any other choice. They can't sign contracts. They are gone. They are leaving the club. The only money that we're getting into the club right now is the broadcasting money. This thing it was so disturbing yesterday. It's even painful right now. And dude, these sanctions, because if Roman tries to go a legal route about this, it will actually take long for Chelsea to be sold to an owner. It will actually take long. And what are we gonna survive with? I know I said that Chelsea can actually run. As I said, Chelsea can actually run itself without Roman, right? Can actually run itself. But now you're closing the mega store. You're actually stopping fans from coming to watch Chelsea. Where are they gonna get the money? I know broadcasting money and your Premier League money, but dude, that's like pennies. If you actually looking to pay your stewards, if you actually looking to pay your catering people who are gonna cater players, that's like pennies, dude. That's like pennies. So if Roman decides to take this to a legal route, it's gonna have a serious impact on Chelsea, dude. Because like who else in their right mind will let a 2 or 3 billion asset go just like that? Just like that. Because I know like Roman wanted to actually donate, I think 2 billion if he actually sold Chelsea for 3 billion, he would actually donate 2 billion to the people who suffered in Ukraine and all of that. He would actually donate all those proceedings to Ukraine. So right now at this point, he's not getting anything. His house, his $152 million pound house is actually frozen right now. Chelsea's frozen. It's a mess, dude. It's actually a mess. It's actually a mess. But other than that, man, it's actually so disturbing right now because it's actually so disturbing right now because like we don't have any owner and players. Rudiger Azpilicueta Christensen is about to leave. I wonder how would things be right now if Thiago Silva didn't sign a contract, didn't extend his contract. I wonder how things would be because we would have 4 players which are starting players that were going to leave our club. I understand Uguti, we had a transfer ban under Lampard and we actually handled that well. And I'm positive with Thomas Tuchel that we're going to handle this very, very well because you have your Colwell out on loan, we have Broja, we have Gallagher out on loan, we have Gilmore. These are very, very solid players. But I'm telling you, we're not competing for the Premier League. We can actually see our way through the Champions League or something. But hey, dude, it's we can survive the transfer ban. But now, dude, actually cutting people out of their jobs. Actually, what is Boris doing, man? What is Boris doing, dog? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna. If you have any takes about what's been happening, please make sure that you engage with me in the comment section there. If you have any takes, engage with me in the comment section. Other than that, like the video, please subscribe. And I'm back. Enjoy the rest of your day, man.